Blarla.
Hello peeps and welcome to Peeping at 2 Point Hospital. This is the series where I look at all the material available about the game and try my best to work out what we can expect from the title. Once or twice a week via my social media I post articles about the game. They have been enjoyed by many peeps, newcomers and 2 Point Studios alike. This video is the second sum up of all the things we have been peeping over the past 2 months. If you would like to see the first peeping at video or want more detail on my thoughts, then check out the post directly, links in the description. Let's peep at 2 Point Hospital. After the world premiere of 2 Point Hospital gameplay footage, I wasted no time in picking apart all the new things we could discover. And I started with the place we will be building our hospitals, 2 Point County. We talk about the first location revealed within the county, Hogsport. How we can see many other hospital locations that we will be able to build on, how prestige, levels and stars might feed into the 2 Point Foundation or healthcare organisation we will be building, and we touch on some of the multiplayer aspects of the game. A couple of days later I expanded on 2 Point County after discovering a rather lovely screenshot. We talk about the city area, the theme park, stadium and other things cited, how location and activities around may impact the hospitals you open locally to them, and even spend time on biomes or regions of 2 Point County. In interviews it was mentioned that in very cold regions, heaters would be very important and the local environment would help dictate the sort of visitors you would encounter. Possibly lots of broken legs from skiing in the mountains, for example. This would suggest we could expect flus, frostbite, maybe even Yeti attacks if we're lucky. Hot regions will need aircon units, but what else could we expect? Heatstroke? Melting? Combustion? Anything is possible in this game and no doubt they will all be very amusing. I also speculated hospital types. It's been mentioned that you could build a hospital geared towards training. This, to me, suggests we might be able to have a research-heavy hospital, along with other specialisations. Location can offer up some interesting hospital results. With 2 Point County there are so many possibilities, and long gone are the days where we would build one hospital, move on to a new one and lose the old. Now you can keep all as you build your foundation across the county, micromanaging your hospitals back and forth, while also managing your network of hospitals across your entire healthcare organisation. At the end of February, we peeped closer at the little people in the game. We discovered they have names, needs and wants, all as we would expect, but now they also have traits that help shape their personality. Be it a doctor having a dance, another assaulting a punch bag in the staff room, or even traits clashing. It could allow for some very interesting dynamics in the game between staff and visitors alike. We also talk about some of the permanent or reoccurring little people in 2 Point County. VIPs have been mentioned, but this no longer is restricted to healthcare inspectors. Local celebrities are rumoured to be a new VIP type along with others. This makes my mind wander to the long term. What if 2 Point Studios decided, down the line, to make a new spiritual successor to the movies? What if the celebrities from your movie studios you build in 2 Point County do actually break a leg? You might just see those movie stars walk into your local hospital, or at least limping. Maybe the same could be said for a new theme park game. Roller coaster goes flying off the line. A familiar emergency helicopter arrives and flies them to your nearest hospital. The fun in 2 Point County moving forward seems endless, innovative and hugely exciting. Over the following week, I took a fresh look at Theme Hospital and covered comparisons between the two titles, starting with improvements. While many of us talk about Theme Hospital as being one of the best games we played all that time ago, we also tend to share the same frustrations. The game had its problems, so have 2 Point Studios started to combat this? I would say so. Blueprints. They caused many headaches. You used to have to wait for everybody to move off the blueprint area before confirming its location. Well, no longer. Now they just pop out of the way, wasting no time. Staff assigning has become much more involved than it was in Theme Hospital. Much greater control will be available about where you want your staff to work, and even not to work in your hospital. This is perfection to me. No longer needing 2 surgeons per operating theatre. You could always get one, but getting that second was the biggest headache. Now it is just 1 surgeon and 1 nurse, although I am sure they will both need to be trained in the appropriate field. And something we covered earlier in the video, not losing your old hospitals. Each build means something. It now adds to your healthcare organisation. You will be able to go back to them, improve on them, add new things you've unlocked at newer hospitals. Everything you do will have an impact, not only on the small scale, but the county-wide scale also. Moving rooms easily will finally be a feature. No destroying and rebuilding. You should be able to pick the room up and move it elsewhere within your hospital. There is also auto-selecting, the next necessary item to be placed in a room, along with icons that pop up above staff, visitors and objects. The icons we are seeing in 2 Point Hospital are superb. Easy to see without breaking game flow is the name of the game for 2 Point. Get the information we need easily without having to constantly leave the hospital and enter a bunch of information screens. Although they are available, of course, should you want that real detail, like I will. We finished that week talking about the things we haven't seen, like rats, vomit waves, epidemics, and room destruction. This is a post worth reading more closely as we discuss disasters, superbugs, and more. In the middle of March, we took another look at the increasing art collection in 2 Point Hospital. We are seeing more and more paintings adorn the hospital walls. In this still, we see a Mondrian-style composition. After posting this, 2 Point Studios did some asking about to find who was responsible for this striking piece. My next post was incredibly successful. Thank you to 2 Point for reposting it on Facebook and Twitter. Record highs in views and comments were reached as we discussed all the diseases we know so far, names, cures, cost, and even a bunch we didn't know yet. However, that has changed now, so look out for these in future Peeping At posts. 2 Point tweeted a really great GIF that showed us an early shot of the staff hiring screen. While it may not look anything like this when we get our hands on the game, it still gives us an idea of their thinking. It also confirms a new staff type, Assistant. We talk about staffing ranks, qualifications, salary, hospital levels, and how all these features might impact each other during gameplay. While peeping at gameplay, we also notice staffing titles, such as Head Janitor. It will be exciting to see what this means in-game. What makes a head janitor different, and what other titles will we get? At the beginning of April, we took a closer look at toilets and speculated, quite heavily, how it would be nice if they played more of a role in 2 Point Hospital than they did in Theme Hospital. Originally, people went to the toilet and that was it. But I am keen for a greater impact. I think they might be able to offer more interesting features, such as disasters, or needing fixing, cleaning. During the last Peeping At, before the 2 Point presentation at EGX Resd in London this year, we covered an article that appeared in PC Gamer magazine. It had some great new pictures available for us to cast our keen peeping eyes over. We found some new items, paintings, public phone, radio, but also the return of some old classics, like the skeleton in the glass cabinet. We also peeped 2 new rooms, one being a canteen. I am so excited for a canteen in the hospital. Now that staff, all staff, including your receptionist, need breaks, which includes a hunger need, and visitors will also have a hunger need, it is nice to know they won't all be stuffing their faces with chocolate bars, crisps and fizzy drinks from the vending machines. We've covered so much in the 2 months leading up to EGX Res this year, and after their presentation on the main stage and the reveal of new footage and so much new content, I decided to take my Peeping At findings to the next level. Introducing the 2 Point Hospital Wiki. Everything we have peeped so far is now in one handy location and being added to all the time. We even have a French and German version in the works. Scroll down and click on the link in the description to have a peep for yourself. Also, don't forget to visit 2pointhospital.com and sign up for Hospital Pass now to secure your exclusive in-game golden toilet. Nobody should miss out on a golden throne. If you would like to keep up to date with my thoughts, join in the conversation and be a part of the 2 Point Hype, be sure to follow me on Twitter and regularly check the 2 Point Hospital wiki.